I'm David Cooper, chairman of Hui O Hana Pono. In 2004, a few years after the rules were put in place, we formed Hui O Hana Pono. And it was the start of a organization that stood on the shoulders of those who went before us, those who recognized and created programs to support the communities led by men and women whose ancestries are both American and Pacific. So it goes all the way back to 1985. It was an idea born in New York City with the Council on Foreign Relations. And today it's a thriving nonprofit with several businesses that it manages. Our mission is provide support principally to Native Hawaiians living in the state of Hawaii. In order to do this mission, we have had to expand our focus across a wide range of concerns for our community: education, healthcare, early childhood development, preservation of our language, the environmental concerns of our fragile islands. So the mission has been translated into a range of actions that affect the community. And when you do that, you become involved with your community. In Hawaiian, we have the word hapa. And hapa came to describe people of mixed blood. And as, of course, I'm of mixed blood. My mother is pure Hawaiian, my father Irish English. So when we talk about 527,000 Native Hawaiians of various categories, we realize that the country is changing dramatically. And by the year 2045, 2050, our country will be more a country of mixed categories, of different colors than what it used to be in the last couple of hundred years. The Hui saw as its mission the requirement to carry on that which had begun in Hawaii, and that is, how do we build communities who are already diverse and take the lessons learned from our grandparents and our parents in living together and building communities based on mutual respect. We need to empower communities, and that's one of the missions of LEAP. But I think we need to do it by engaging the communities more than we are today. We're building leaders who have voices, who can speak about the needs of our community, but we need the communities to tell us what they need. And by so doing, they will then execute the best programs for their community. So that's one of the challenges I think we face today. The second challenge has been with us again for a long, long time. And that is, how do you affect public policy? How do you leverage good thoughts, good ideas, good actions, so that they can serve not just a single community in a single location, but can be propagated throughout all communities? And you do that through public policy. And as you work with public policy, you find how torturous it can be. But you need to stay in the game. You need to continue to engage in shaping the right kinds of public policies that help all peoples, all communities. And you'll be amazed, in my view, that what affects one community is not unique to that community. It also is a concern shared by many others. And when you engage all of them together, be amazed the things that can happen. You know, in Hawaiian, we have a word called nalu. And if you surf or you paddleboard, you catch a wave. And nalu is riding the wave. But in order to ride the wave, you have to have balance. And I think, in my view, that the overriding challenge facing us in our community today is balance. we need to balance the strengths and beliefs we have in our cultural way, so that we are firmly comfortable and balanced with our culture, so that one foot is firmly planted on the ground about who we are as a community, and the other foot firmly planted in the founding documents of our country. So when we ask, who are you? We should be very proud to say, I'm an American with an Asian background, or I'm an American with an African American background, or I'm an American with a Pacific American background. And that overriding theme, I believe, is going to be our biggest challenge. We need to be much more engaged in being inclusive, and that is, we need to be chatting with other similar organizations across the country. And through that dialogue, we share common experiences, and we'll find that we have more in common than we have things that are not similar. And through all that collaboration and cooperation, we will discover the best solutions to affect public policy, which therefore changes the nature of society. And what we're looking for is building a strong, healthy society that will allow our children to continue to dream, continue to hope, and be able to achieve their aspirations. I cannot imagine that we can have the voices today that represent the needs of our community without the energy, the passion, and the commitment that is LEAP. LEAP is like the lead engine of a long line of cabooses. It pulls into the station, it does what it's supposed to do, and as it leaves that station, it adds a few more cars. But as it leaves that station, it has touched many, many, many lives. The mission of LEAP is simply stated, and it must continue.